In this video, we're going to talk about Bitcoin usage, such as troubleshooting and best practices. In our other videos, we've shown that keeping private keys safe is the best way to guarantee ownership of your coins. It's therefore important to know the difference between custodial and non-custodial wallet software. Custodial means that the wallet software company holds your keys in the cloud on a central server, whereas non-custodial means that your keys are stored locally on your computer or phone. Private keys are usually represented with a 12-word passphrase, a list of words that store all the information needed to recover a Bitcoin wallet. When wallet software asks for the user to set up a wallet phrase immediately, it's a good sign that it's a non-custodial wallet. Custodial wallets are easier to use. You just need to log into an account, but they have many flaws. Bitcoin funds can get frozen due to server maintenance, or accounts get frozen while KYC Know Your Customer checks are carried out. The most concerning flaw of custodial wallets are that funds may be stolen from the central server or lost due to improper management. For these reasons, it's generally recommended to move Bitcoin to a non-custodial wallet at the earliest opportunity. There's a common saying in the community, not your keys, not your Bitcoin. Another reason to have control of your private keys is to protect yourself against accidentally making a cross-chain transaction. This is like sending Bitcoin to a Bitcoin Cash address. Often it results in the loss of funds, but if you hold the private keys to the wallet that received it, it's possible to recover the funds. Some wallet apps like Exodus have this function built in, but the steps vary depending on the software. The third reason to use non-custodial wallet software is to allow you full control and visibility of the transactions made. When receiving transactions, most custodial wallets don't allow spending Bitcoin before they finish confirming. Each confirmation usually takes 10 minutes. In this example, they're asking for 60. With non-custodial wallet software, you're able to spend the money immediately. You can also customize the fee that you pay for each transaction. The higher the fee, the more likely your transaction will get confirmed in the next block. Fees are only something you need to worry about in Bitcoin BTC, where traffic can sometimes be congested. Coins like Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin SV always have their traffic cleared every confirmation due to the high block size capacity. We cover how to read this type of graph in our Rules of Consensus video. There are several online tools that monitor the blockchain network and determine the most efficient fee to pay so that your transaction gets confirmed next. The website we're showing here is bitcoinfees.earn.com. We like this website because it shows how many minutes you're expected to wait based on the amount of Satoshis you paid for your transaction. Sending a low fee transaction may save you money, but if you're stuck waiting a long time, it could lead to a bad experience. If this is the case, then there's a few options that you can implement to get your transaction to confirm faster. The first option is something called Replace by Fee, or RBF. RBF allows the sender to boost the fee of an unconfirmed transaction so that miners will want to include it in the next block. This can only be done by the sender of the Bitcoin and only on certain wallets like Electrum. The second way is by doing a child pays for parent transaction. In this case, the recipient sends the unconfirmed transaction to another wallet address with a higher fee. You can do this as the receiver of the unconfirmed transaction. Both options that we just suggested involve increasing the fee. Besides using a wallet, you can also use block explorers to see your transactions. Block explorers like blockchain.com are valuable tools that will give you the confirmation status, the amount being sent, the fees paid, the time it was sent, and a lot of other data. This specific block explorer also shows you the amount of US dollars a transaction was worth at the time it was sent. Every transaction can be searched in the blockchain as long as you have an address or transaction ID. Now for the most important part, security. The best security advice you should always follow is to keep your Bitcoin in a personal, non-custodial wallet where you hold the private keys. Do not keep your coins in an exchange. There have been many cases of exchanges suddenly closing down and leaving users unable to access their Bitcoin. The second piece of advice is to bookmark your websites so you don't fall for phishing scams. Phishing is the fraudulent attempt to obtain sensitive information such as usernames, passwords, and credit card details by pretending to be a trustworthy entity in an electronic communication. In the world of digital money, this is something to be very careful about. The cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase has even made their own blog article to warn their customers because it happens quite often. Pay attention to the email address given and the URLs that you're being led to. Again, it's best to bookmark your websites. The next tip is to keep your recovery phrase in a safe place where it can't be accessed by hackers digitally. Write it on a piece of paper using pencil and don't lose it. As discussed earlier, your recovery phrase is your Bitcoin. In the event you lose your phone or computer, you can insert this recovery phrase onto a new device and access your money again. Electrum, the wallet that is being displayed, is able to restore most wallet types on Bitcoin BTC. The final tip is to not reuse wallet addresses. This is mostly to protect your privacy. Luckily, most wallets automatically generate a new address, so you don't need to worry. Thanks for listening.